Hello, friends, and welcome to Escaping the Mouse with your host, me, Breck Rowell. All right, let's do part 2 of my visit with Matthew Roberts, and let's see what he has to say about my dreams. This is really enlightening, so here we go. Now, the one thing I've been kind of interested about with this is I've been having a series of interesting dreams,
That's been
and
happening to a lot of people.
I wonder if you have any insight into that.
Okay, well, we can do a read on it, see what the cards say. But that seems to be
I was
happening
wondering how
to
to
a lot of people.
pose the question without giving too much information.
Yeah, people have. I've gotten a lot of that recently, and
And are they inherently evil?
Do you need to know what's happening to him or no?
no,
Okay.
I'd rather not. But I mean, I have an opinion on whether I think dreams are inherently evil, and I don't think they are. But I certainly think that there is evil. You know, like I watched this thing on YouTube with this Bohemian Grove thing where this guy Alex Jones, I think it is, snuck in there and filmed these
Right.
people, and every year they're the richest people in the world. They go pee on redwood trees and do all this crazy stuff. And I thought, man, that is some
Bilderberg.
yeah, that is some special kind of evil right there. These trees are the oldest living things on Earth. All they want is some fresh water and air or carbon monoxide or whatever it is, and you're going to go pee on these things and pollute the. I mean, who does that? So, because, I was always not so quick to believe in evil and the devil and that kind of thing, but I would have to say that that's a special kind of evil right there, And so, if nothing else, those people exist, and they are evil. No, I can't say that categorically. I don't think anybody's inherently evil. But, all right, so your dreams... Now, I grew up having what they call night terrors, where I hallucinate. My eyes were open, and I saw things with my eyes open. And is that the kind of is that what you're talking about, or are you talking about just regular?
They're dreams that. Well, I know I'm dreaming, and then I kind of become aware I'm dreaming, and I wake
So
up.
they're lucid. They're somewhat lucid.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, well, this is the Queen of Cups, which is the theme is beloved. You're the beloved of somebody, and somebody's the beloved of you. This is the King of Pentacles. Where'd that water go? Can I have that water right there? Now, King of Pentacles. Pentacles typically are money cards. Man. And, this is a queen and a king and a queen. So here we go again with the whole, king and queen are together as a couple. They're usually married, or the rulers of their world or whatever, as a single unit or as a cohesive family structure. So for the third time now, we have this dominating the read here. Now this represents somebody who needs to make a decision, and what it suggests is that you can go with what's worked, what's tried and true for you in the past, or with something new in hopes of something better. It doesn't suggest which way to go, just that you need to make a decision. Mm-hmm. And here we go with the travel card. Now this is the like I said, the Page of Wands, the Two of Wands, and the Three of Wands. The Page of Wands is just thinking about it. The Two of Wands would be like making plans to go somewhere, and the Three of Wands would be like you've got the airline tickets. And so this is definitely dealing with your, should I stay or should I go kind of theme, that apparently you really haven't made a decision on what you want to do or where you think you should be. However, what is clear is that it definitely has something to do with this kind of male-female relationship or significant other relationship, or something to do with perhaps unresolved even issues with the mother figure or something, maybe even. But what it's saying here is that there's something shady going on. Somebody's doing something in stealth, that they're thinking they're getting away with something behind closed doors, or sneaking away from the camp, running off with the goods or something. The good news is that the very last card here is very much a victory celebratory card. It represents somebody who has released a book or a CD or a play or a movie, and that the world has found it very valuable, and you have crowds of people, fans behind you, cheering the way as you march on your way to success. But not before you have somebody trying to bring you down big time, or trying to do something shady as hell.
Trolls.
Absolutely trolls. Now, as far as your dreams go, I don't consider anything evil. I think that there's evil in this world, certainly, but not in the sense that, there's a being of evil that just is inherently evil. People do evil things, and so I don't think that dreams. Your pineal gland is in all intents and purposes an eyeball without a cornea. It has cones and rods like an eyeball, and it's how you imagine things. When you imagine something, you see it, or you picture it in your mind. That's your pineal gland right here, your third eye, and that's what is also stimulating your dream content or your dreams. Your pineal gland. When a woman gives birth to a child, the woman's pineal gland excretes DMT into the womb through the entire pregnancy as a psychedelic experience for the child. And what it does is it releases the formation of the zygote from the otherwise quarantine of the electromagnetic grid of planet Earth, and allows the universal mother current or the spark of God or whatever in to create the soul. So you could be merely having a very active moment of your pineal gland. It could, they calcify and become shrunken like the size of a pea. They're originally like a grape, but they can also decalcify at times and get bigger, and you can have very, very vivid dreams. Some people don't dream at all. Their pineal gland is probably, a pin. Some people are very vivid. In my case, as a child, because of the way I was conceived, some kind of party, and then my mother was also doing these party-bles while I was in the womb, and as a result, I probably, had hundreds of night terrors where I would hallucinate. But the interesting thing is I would get information that I'd look up in a dictionary, and it would make sense. So I would actually dream and wake up and go back to sleep and go right back into the dream where I left off, and do that a couple of times. Reoccurring dreams, it can be messages, or it can be like what is called morphic resonance, which is when certain emotional events occur in certain locations, the energies kind of get embedded in the walls of the building or in the particular object or item, and it then will attract the same emotional events or similar emotional events later in life or in other time periods or whatever. Well, there could be something stimulating that in your dreams as well that can cause the reoccurrence of the same dream. Typically, it's something that's like you're meant to. The funny thing about dreams is a lot of times they'll create an emotion, like you have this feeling that you can't shake for the rest of the day, even if you don't remember the dream. But then when a certain event will occur, it will stimulate that feeling again, and it maybe like there's a thing called neuro-linguistic programming, where like if you don't want to smoke cigarettes, you snap a rubber band on your wrist every time you're about to smoke. Well, the dreams can have a similar kind of effect of neuro-linguistic programming in ways that you don't even know, subtle ways where you feel that emotion again once a certain event will happen. And it could be yourself communicating to yourself, basically telling you to go in a certain direction, and you'll have that feeling that will cause you to do something that you otherwise wouldn't have done, or feel like you're having a deja vu and take a particular notice of this thing occurring in your life at the moment, if that makes any sense. But like the cards are very dramatic sometimes to prove a point, get a message across. Dreams can be the same way, but a lot more dramatic than they. To give you an example, I had a dream once where I met 6 people that were me, and 2 of them were women and 4 of them were men, and the leader was a woman, and they were going to do something and made a mistake, and they're like, oh no, we can't do that. And they laughed and thought it was funny. Well, it would have been like my leg getting cut off or something really dramatic happening to me in my life. But to them, it was all just kind of funny. Oops, we made a mistake. Let's not do this. And it was real dramatic here and not very dramatic there. So ultimately, that can be, what could be very dramatic in a dream could be very kind of, simple or not so dramatic in this world. And even if they're scary, super scary, and a lot of it's chemistry, a lot of it's...
Because his has been like the same thing, isn't
Yeah,
it?
there's been a theme to him, and it's...
Before you say any more, let's just do a read on the theme, what the theme of that dream represents.
Okay. Yeah, I was wondering if I should mention the similarities.
The similarities with your life and the dream?
Well, no, just the similarities of the dreams themselves. Like I said, there's been a theme to him.
I mean,
jeez, he's getting the same cards.
Yeah. So here.
No, there's more than 6 cards in this thing, right?
4, 5, 6.
No, I mean.
Oh yeah, I know 78 cards.
It isn't like that James Bond scene where he stacked the deck with a whole bunch of
no,
the
in fact, you
lovers
can
cards.
observe them afterwards. But that's what I'm talking about. Now, okay, so we pulled this moon card 3 times. There's 78 cards in the deck, so you do the math on that.
Yeah.
And it's all the same person that it's going to.
Right. Okay, so here we've got the 10 of Cups, which is a happy family setting, kids, wife, husband, and like I said, the 9 of Cups is the theme of which is nothing to restrict joy at this time. The 10 of Cups is even better than that. And Cups represent whatever it is that does it for you. Like if your thing is money, then the cups are full of money and gold and riches. If your thing is love, then those cups are full of love. If your thing is spiritual awareness, and that's all spiritual awareness. So whatever it is that floats your boat, that's what these cups represent. Now this is a change in finance right here, and it doesn't suggest which way it changes, but if you're broke, then money's coming. If you've got a lot of money, look out, it may change, I don't know, but this is just simply a change in finances. Doesn't suggest which way it's going to go. There shouldn't be a change. Now here's this Lover's card again, and the page right here is just something in its infancy. And the funny thing is though about these page cards, like this sword is something that okay, you had to work for. It's not something that came easy. You had to fight for it. You had to chop through the this could be a machete. You're going through the Angeles Forest Crest or whatever, or it's you had to fight off a bunch of other guys to get to the woman or whatever. It's so it's something that you're gonna have to work for a little bit, but it's really something that's, I mean, how many more times can this come up and
yeah,
whether you want to admit it or not, it's something that's an issue, and it's something that you're just completely in the dark about, and here, and I mean, come on, here's this, this king again that fears and loves, and maybe you're afraid of hurt, or you're afraid of getting your heart broken, or you just the last one of your relationships just didn't work out or whatever. But it's hindering you. It's getting in your way, and it's something that you need to get over. And I don't care what your dream is about or what the theme is or whatever. This is what's affecting everything. It's your whatever this is, whatever this lack of love or the hidden desire for it, or just simply this new person that you're going to become, or this new thing. That's 3 times we've gotten the same thing. I mean, it's beating you in the head. It's hitting you over the head with this.
I know him pretty well, and one of the things that this kind of is making me think is in the entire time that I've known him to worry about his work and his money and everything but is happiness.
And what this is,
and what's weird is he has sold his house. He's got plenty of money now, and he's still worrying about where he's going to get his next job instead of enjoying his new life that he started. I almost feel like
this is what
it's telling you keep
missing.
Looking for the wrong thing.
Yeah, this is what you're missing, and this is what's going to change the game in ways that. Bruce, can you turn the phone off?
Yeah.
Thanks. Like this is okay because for one, we're not getting any younger. You know, you don't get to play this game for forever.
Right.
You know, and probably, you know, what you do in the next few years is going to be what you're going to get for the rest of your life. I mean, you know, you're not going to be 75 chasing tail around. You know, but you're young enough now.
And his parents are having health problems, so it's almost like you know. It's like your family is changing in different ways than you expect, kind of.
Right, and let me tell you, I found that out. It's no fun when your family starts to, you know, not be around anymore, and you take that. I took that stuff for granted, and I don't have kids or family of my own, and I regret it, you know, and I think that's, you know, this is saying get on it and get busy and start cracking because this is it. You're not going to get much more opportunity than what you have right now, and you're going to be so much happier. And if you're having nightmares, it's because something isn't right, you know, and something's really trying to speak to you and shake the tree in any way it can and wake you up because you're not getting it, you're not hearing it, and you're not, you know. You got somebody out there, you know.
Well, it's funny you said wake you up because I think one of your dreams, now that we've kind of been through this, you can say is, wasn't the covers kept flying up over your head, kind of like a wake up, man. It's like
you're asleep at the wheel, and you got.
That's just kind of my interpretation of it, but it's I've known him a long time, and you don't know him at all, and that's why it's kind of funny to hear you say that and go. That's interesting because what you're saying is the one thing I've never seen him ever pay any attention or focus on at all.
Right. And
it's probably the one thing you should be kind of thinking about now,
right.
You know?
And it's just something that you probably have just accepted as that's the way it is and the way it's going to be and that you can do about it because that's the way it's always been or whatever. But that's just simply not the case because we create our reality in every way, you know, and you can either be or robots. You can let somebody else program your robot or you can program your robot, so you might as well program it and decide what you want, and if you don't even know what you want, then these cards are trying to tell you what you want, and in a very pretty profound way. I mean, you know,
you moved to a much friendlier place you couldn't get, but I mean it's like he's constantly mentioned how friendly the people are in Texas.
Oh,
like
they're great. They're great, and the women
so
too.
Easy to you know, to socialize now more than ever.
The southern women are beautiful and just, you know, they're happy people, you know. You don't see many depressed Texans.
Yeah,
you know,
that's
that
true.
was my experience anyways. You know, you see some angry ones, but not depressed, you know. and I think, you know, oh my God, maybe even more so than LA, Texas is, you know, and you know, you go to like Austin, it's a very progressive town. It's not all like rednecky like people want to think, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, I ended up, you know, DJing in country bars and put on a cowboy hat and had a good old time, you know. I mean, it was like being on assignment with the FBI or something. So out of my character, but you know, I mean, you actually looked the part, so you probably do very well there with the women, and I think that you need to just what do you got to lose? But apparently you got everything to gain,
right?
You know, and this isn't going to be somebody that's going to complete you or you're going to complete. This is going to be somebody that's going to add to you on another level that you cannot do for yourself because they are a special person. They're equal on every level. You know, they're not, you know, but that mentor card. I mean, that's the point. That this is somebody that's going to show you things that you didn't consider, and women are great at doing that. I mean, they, you know, that it's like you have to compromise, you know, you have to, you know, go shopping, whatever, buy them underwear or whatever it is, you know. I mean, you have to do stuff that's just so far out of your comfort zone or your idea, and the thing is I think that like this is one of those reads where what you think you wanted to know or what you think what this read was about is not what this read, because that's why I do the mystery read first and let the universe go where it wants to go, because that nothing else matters. Nothing matters except for you meet a significant.
That's interesting. That's very interesting. Because I was when you did the first part of the read, the first thing I'm thinking is, oh, Brett's not going to like this because he's going to think this doesn't have anything to do with me. And then the more you keep going, the more I keep going, oh, this is exactly this is exactly knowing him. This is exactly what he's needed in his life.
See, some things are obvious right away, like the reads that we had there, but sometimes you got to wait and see what happens, and then you come back and be like, oh my God, you were so right,
Yeah.
And because let's face it, a lot of people, their lives aren't going to, you're going to have the same job for 30 years. You might get a raise, you might not. And that's it. The cards can't really tell much. You can't do much for people like that, And I'm guessing that your life has been kind of that way up until now, where you've been pretty predictable, or that, you don't take a lot of chances, and cards don't really have much to offer. But this is what the cards have to offer right here. Is something you don't know anything about, or that's been trying to get at you for a while now, maybe, and you're just not paying attention or not feeling it or hearing it, for whatever reason. Maybe you got things you want to do in life at first, and get out of the way first. I don't know, but I can't tell you how much more this is emphasizing this. I mean, how many times do we have to do it? 5 more times?
I think you nailed it, dude.
Yeah. Well, that was really fascinating. Thank you so much.
Sure. I'm really interested in seeing what happens,
I kind of am too.
I say we challenge Breck to start up a dating profile and just see what happens.
Yeah.
I mean, because you might be shocked, Breck.
Oh,
you
yeah.
might
You will
be shocked what happens.
You will be shocked.
Yeah.
You find that, you might find the job of your dreams. Everything else might fall in line after.
Yeah, it's right there. I mean, I love women, so But I love love. I love love. Even if it's the man of your dreams, go get the man of your dreams. I don't care, but it's whatever that you get somebody, because when your family starts going, they get older and die, and you find yourself you don't have a lot of friends or whatever. It's kind of disheartening thought to think that you're going to be so alone in the end of the day. And it's no fun, man. So when you got somebody to share your life with, especially when the ones that you have been sharing your life with are not around anymore, it matters. That's all I have to say about it.
All right. Well, that was really enlightening. Thank you so much.
Sure.
All right. I found it interesting that over and over and over again, every time Matthew drew a new set of cards for me, they kept pointing back to the fact that, basically I just need to meet somebody and start a relationship. So I don't know what that means. I guess I got to get serious about this. So if you know anyone, hook me up. So as I mentioned in yesterday's vlog, Matthew is starting his own vlog where he's going to maybe do tarot card readings for people. And he's also has an email address where you can actually email him and he'll do a tarot card reading for you via email. So I'm going to put both of those links down here. Check him out and see what you think, Anyway, that's all I have for today. Thank you as always for watching, and I will see you next time on Escaping the Mouse. Good night.